today. I am Pam, and this is my channel, Made by Pam. What am I doing? Well, I'll tell you. I am ironing some bias binding, otherwise bias tape, that I am going to be using on some pockets. Oh, you want to see the pockets? I can show you that. I can tell you all about my project, if you'd like to hear about it. But first, I'm just going to finish ironing this piece. I am almost done. I have one of these nifty tool things here that really help with the process. I have a lot of pieces here actually. So what, pray tell, do you think I'm going to do with the bias binding? Well, I'm going to put it around the edge of the pockets of a current pattern that I am doing. Now, it's a vintage pattern, I'm sure. It's a style, let's see, a style 2340 pattern, and it is $1993, so it's not too terribly old. Oh, it is an oversized coat. See? Look how huge that is. And you wouldn't believe how much yards it takes for the coat. Almost 7 yards. Just for the outside of it. And then for the lining, it takes like 6 yards. Tell me about it. Jeez. So I used a lot for the outside of the coat, and realized if I cut it a little bit differently, I would have used less fabric. But I still have more of that fabric, so it's okay. But I should have been smarter about cutting it out. If I'd cut out the front and the back pieces first, before cutting out the pockets and the facing pieces, it would have saved me some fabric. But it's okay. So today is Friday. Can you believe that? It's already Friday, and it is November 24th. It is the day after Thanksgiving. And our Thanksgiving went pretty well. I went and picked up my mom and took her to my husband's parents, to the in-laws. And she was able to eat and enjoy food and just enjoy the company. And then after a while I took her back home, and what else did we do? And then after I dropped my mom off, I went back to the in-laws, and probably an hour or so after I got back, kids finally decided they were ready to go home. So I loaded them up in the vehicle and brought them home, and then my husband came home a little bit later, because we had 2 vehicles that we took, because I needed a vehicle to pick up my mom and take her home. You know? But it was all good. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the pattern. Now that I have all of this ironed, yes, I have a lot. See, look at all that. It is quite a bit. Yeah, it got wrapped around the cords a little bit, but it's okay. But yeah. Now, thought about using a different color. I did. But I decided that this one would be the best. I just liked it. Okay. So, this is the fabric that I'm using for my coat. It is one that I have enough of that I can use. Okay? Yeah. This one is just the facing piece. That will kind of like poke out right there. See how that's folded over? That'll kind of be how it is. And then that oversized collar there. I have that piece cut out too. It's right here. This is the part that's going to be showing. And then I already have the under collar piece sewn on. And then this piece. This is supposed to be the pocket piece. Believe how big that is? So I guess it folds this way. And then maybe like this. So it has a piece so it's there. But it's, you know, it's just really oversized. But yeah. But that's not the pocket piece I'm using this bias binding for. Okay. Alright, so I kind of looked around and thought about it for a while. What fabric am I going to use for the lining? Because it does call for a lining. And it took me a while to decide which one I wanted to use. Well, I decided that I wanted to use this one. And I think it goes okay, right? No one's really going to see it, except for the, you know, if I open up the coat. You know. So, that's what I'm going with. This is just the back piece, okay? It is a very big, oversized piece for the back. This could be enough to go around my whole body, seriously. Okay, so let me show you the pocket piece I have here. Now these are the inside pockets, okay? No, it does not call for inside pockets, especially on a lining piece. But if I'm going to make a coat that I'm going to even attempt to wear, I need somewhere to put something on the inside. So, I'm doing pockets so that on the inside I have a pocket that I can slip something in, like a phone. And then last night, believe it or not, if you don't do something for a while, you kind of lose some of that knowledge.
Mom, we haven't had dinner yet.
Okay, so it doesn't call for a pocket on the inside. But I like to be extra. So also, along with the pocket, I am going to put like a zippered pocket. Because that's just me. Because I want like an inside zippered pocket that'd open and it would be kind of even. So it would just be underneath, like just a top edge. So the top edge would cover up that zipper. But the zipper would be there, so I just reach in, unzip, and have that. So what I was thinking, because this fabric that I'm using for the lining, it was actually a sheet. Yes, you heard that right. It was a flannel sheet, and you know what? Those sometimes make the best type of linings. It's 100% cotton. 92 inch by 104 inch queen flat sheet. And believe it or not, I got it for $1. It was years ago. It was marked for $1.99. I got it at a 50% off, so it cost me $1. How amazing is that? So this is like the top edge of the fabric of the sheet. And yeah, I could just fold it over and do the little seams and stuff, and then have that bulk there, you know, and just all that stuff. You know, I could. But I want to be different, because that's why I like to make my clothes, is to be different, obviously. So I was thinking, oh, well, if I do a bias tape, so what I'll do is I'll take and I'll kind of pull it out like that. I'll stitch it down right there along the edge, and then when it folds over, it'll just have that little edge there. And I might have to, you know, curve these corners here a little bit so that it works out better. So I might have like rounded corners. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to round them. But then we just go back up and finish it off. And then you have that pocket. And then this other side just gets attached right to the piece of fabric, the lining piece. And so then you have your pocket. I don't know if I'm going to keep the pockets this big. I might make them a little bit smaller. I don't know yet. I know I will curve these edges, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it this wide or if I'm going to like make it a little bit smaller. I don't know yet. I will decide when I get to that point. So here is the lining piece of the, this is the front lining right here. So basically, oh, and then this is the back. So I took a piece of interfacing here and fused it on. And then I have a line drawn because I'm going to do a zippered pocket. And you know, if you don't use something for a while, you kind of forget that knowledge on how to do it. Because last night I used a zipper and I was just kind of sampling around and figuring out how to maneuver it so I could make that zipper work, you know. So I took a couple pieces and cut it up and played with it and tried to figure it out. And I think I have it figured out again. It's like if you just don't do it for a long time, I think that knowledge kind of goes away. Just took me a minute. My husband came down. Alright, so I have that, and then I'm going to have the zipper there. And then I'm going to put this over. So technically it would be down there like that. Like that. Kind of like that. Okay? And then on there. And then we'll have this binding here that will just kind of swoop around here in a circular motion here. Okay, so I'll have the binding on there. And then just on the inside of this, I'm just going to have the zipper. And I thought that binding, that piece that was for the sheet, made a nice edging piece. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. It's taken me quite a while to get kind of excited about this, and I'm not 100% there. But it's okay. Now this back collar piece is cut in 2 pieces. I really don't understand the whole gist of that, but it is what it is, so I'll just go with it. But yeah, so I have that sewn on there like it says. Where was I? I had to go upstairs. But yeah, so this is the coat that I'm making. It is quite voluptuous and large. Like that. Looks like I'm a little kid wearing a giant jack coat. Look how big it is. It's like huge. Like the whole like inside here, okay? Look at the back. It could wrap around. Like, get a good view here. There's one side here. There's one side here. And look, it joins together. And then the front. Look how much extra front there is. It's just ginormous, I tell you. That's why I'm kind of a little like skeptical about making this. Alright guys, so I guess I'm gonna say that's all. Thank you so much for watching. This is pretty much all I've gotten done this week, is just working on this oversized coat that is truly oversized. Truly an oversized coat. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little overview. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you next time.